Hey guys, it's the 19th of March, it's 12:40 p.m. here in the UK. I'm just going to show you some of the headlines and some of the stuff the media is saying for the UK at the moment, and Europe I'll go into as well. This is from the Telegraph. How long will schools remain closed and why are they closing? If I'm honest, I'm gobsmacked. Boris Johnson has only just decided to close the schools and he's still let them go in today and tomorrow. I'd have just closed them. If he's going to do it, he might as well just do it instead of dragging it out. But here we go. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, announced yesterday that schools will close indefinitely at the end of the week for all children but children with key workers and vulnerable youngsters. He also confirmed that GCSE and A-level exams will not go ahead this year, but there is still a lot of unanswered questions. How will pupils get their results? What will happen about university places? What makes a child vulnerable? And how is a key worker being defined? Our education editor, Camilla Turner, will be answering your questions on school closures at 11:30 a.m. Right guys, I just wanted to... Sorry, my computer's going slow. Right, what is classed as a key worker? Our final question comes from Vicky via email. Vicky asks, what is classed as a key worker, please? I am an admin officer for the child maintenance service and my husband is a banking consultant. We will be included as a key worker. Here's what Camilla has to say. The government is due to send out a detailed list of schools of which jobs are meant by phrase key workers. So far, the Education Secretary has said that this includes anyone who works in a hospital, in a school, or in a national infrastructure. He also said distribution drivers count as key workers since they are crucial for getting food to supermarket shelves and to people's homes. Your husband would not count as a key worker, and your job has not yet been specified by the government as one that would. Best thing to do is to wait until the government publishes its more detailed guidance on the definitions. This is another question, guys. Do children in care homes come under vulnerable category? This question comes from an email from an anonymous reader. They ask, do children in care homes under the vulnerable category come under the vulnerable category? The parents and carers of school-aged children, so I believe they should stay off school also, but due to being in care, they are classed as vulnerable. Here's her advice. The government has said that vulnerable children are defined as any child that has a social worker or those with education, health and care plans, a legal document that describes a child's special educational needs and the support they require. Is OCR still going ahead with exams? I'm at a private school and I've heard that OCR is still going ahead with exams for A-level and GCSEs. Surely, if the Secretary of Education has stated there will be no exams this academic year, then this is fake news. Here's what she has to say. Yes, this is definitely fake news. All GCSEs and A-level exams this summer have been cancelled and this includes OCR exams. Why does this not affect private nurseries? Naomi asked this question. Why does this not affect private nurseries? My 3-year-old attends a private day nursery, but they have advised they will be open as usual. Here's her advice. The government has ordered state schools to close from Friday. They have also asked private schools and private nurseries to do the same. However, since fee-paying schools and universities are ultimately independent from the government, they could ignore the advice and stay open. What about single parents with children with underlying conditions? Our next question from Leah via email. I am unsure of what's going to happen with single parents working as an essential worker in the NHS who live alone with their child with an underlying health condition. In this case, it's asthma. Would you recommend a child still attending school or staying with a relative or grandparents? Not grandparents. Here's what Camilla has to say. Schools will remain open for children of key workers, which the government has said includes people who work for the NHS. This is so people who work in the most crucial jobs for tackling the coronavirus outbreak can go to work, with their children looked after at school. In terms of whether children should stay off school, if they have asthma, you need to consult your latest NHS guidance online or call 111. Asthma UK also have some great advice and regularly update what will happen to free school meals. A great question from Chris. What is the official word on children's free meals in the difficult times? The answer follows. Children that are eligible for free school meals will be offered vouchers, food or meals to make sure they continue receiving support, even if they are no longer attending school due to the coronavirus outbreak. There are 1.3 million children in England who are eligible for free school meals. School will be able to provide meals or vouchers for supermarkets or local shops which can be sent directly to families who are either self-isolating at home or whose questions are closed on government advice. What if schools are forced to close for a long period of time? What if schools are forced to close for a long period of time, till July or September, for example? How will schools go about supporting children moving up the next academic year? Most of them won't be ready, not just academically, but emotionally. It's a big change for them all. Are there plans in place in case this happens? Camilla says the following. At the moment, all we know is that schools will be closed at the end of the week indefinitely. It is too early now to predict when schools will reopen and get back to normal. Gavin Williamson, the Education Secretary, told MPs yesterday that there should be a knock-on effect of the school closures and it could affect the start of the future academic year. When the government has more information about a timeline on when schools can reopen, it is likely that all these kinds of things will be taken into consideration. Right guys, I'll leave that there, but you get the idea. This is Coronavirus UK, how many confirmed cases in your area. These are the latest figures from the COVID-19 outbreak. 2,626 UK cases, 676 new ones, 105 deaths it is now, but 103 on here. England has 2,182, Scotland 227, Wales 149, and Northern Ireland 68. That's from the Guardian UK. Sky News, this is pretty alarming, but again this was bound to happen and will happen, don't doubt it for a second. This is from Sky News. Coronavirus, supermarkets want police support in event of a London lockdown. Right, I'll just read a paragraph of this. So, supermarkets are expecting to get police support to deter unruly behaviour if London goes into lockdown because of the coronavirus. According to Reuters, retailers are concerned that panic buying could spike if further restrictions are imposed. On Thursday, there were frenzied scenes in some stores as shoppers sought to buy bottled water, tin goods and toilet roll. Environment Secretary George Eustace had told the Commons there was significant resilience in our food supply chain and no shortage of food. There isn't a shortage of food. The challenge that we've had is getting food to shelves in time when people have been purchasing more. But despite government reassurances, photos on social media showed long queues and empty shelves across the country. But yeah guys, things are starting to hot up, and like I said before, 20,000 troops are ready to be on the streets, mate. It is going to happen guys, so please just prepare. Like I say, I won't be so scared of the virus actually itself, it's these restrictions and what else comes with it. That's the real fear. I do believe there's something coming guys, and I think this is a cover to get us already in our house for when this other thing happens. I'm still digging, I'm still researching. If I find anything else, I will keep you all posted. I've got my suspicions, but I've not got enough evidence yet. Like I say, I will keep you all up to date. This is the Telegraph. Downing Street denies a plan for a London lockdown. But again, we know it's coming, guys. It's this one. Europe looking to extend virus lockdowns. And again, we're behind Europe, guys, so you just look what's going on there, and we know this is what's coming to us. European nations are examining and extending the lockdowns put in place to try and stem the coronavirus outbreak. A lockdown imposed on the 12th of March in Italy, where the number of deaths may soon overtake China, will now extend beyond the original 25th of March end date. France said its 15-day lockdown may also be extended, with European leaders reluctant to give any deadline for an end to crisis measures. There have been 207,000 cases worldwide now, with 8,600 deaths, but again, we know that's gone up, guys. Right, bye for now. I just wanted to bring that information to you. You all take care, and we'll see you soon. God bless.